Yep. Yeah. This is Dan from Action Figure Magic, and in front of us we have Mattel's Ninja Turtles vs. WWE Wrestling Crossover. We've got Seth Rollins as Leonardo. We're going to go through what makes him a wrestler, what makes him a Ninja Turtle, and just all the fun articulation we would expect from one of these Mattel Elite Collection figures. So just first glance taking him in, the green tights with the blue knee pads, that's really good for the Ninja Turtle look versus the last one we opened was Casey Jones, who has the mask. That's the Casey Jones mask, and then has the sports stuff. So he's very much more of almost like cosplaying as Ninja Turtles because he's Casey Jones, whereas this Seth Rollins, that to me there's a lot more that makes him a Ninja Turtle than what makes Casey Jones Casey Jones. But that's a human being a human, so I'm gonna allow that. And just looking at the box, got the similar box. We've got some of the other characters that we can expect in the line. Now they've released the Ninja Turtles. They've released Roman Reigns as Shredder, as the villain. They're going to need to get some more villains in the line. And there we go. We've got a nice slapping hand. And then we've got this really cool weapons holder so he can put his swords on there when he's going into a wrestling match where he can't use swords. And I do like the WWE logo on the stand. It's just one more kind of subtle nod at the crossover that this is a mixed franchise. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that stand. So let's take off his swords and put them in place. And it does look like the other Ninja Turtles also do come with similar stands. So actually that would look pretty cool if you have all four of them with their weapons on there. And then you get them in poses. So let's see what they look like in their hand poses. So let's put on those high five slapping hands, and maybe we can have them kneel in front of it and just kind of do like a ninja pose. Oh, that's interesting. His knee articulation with the knee pads is super limited, especially for these Mattel figures, which are usually really great articulation, especially around the knees. Yeah, take a look at Casey Jones. It can go all the way up, versus these knee pads are really preventing pretty much any sort of movement. But you got to make some exceptions if you want to make them a Ninja Turtle. So the other thing they could have done is to actually paint on the blue knee pads, but it's not the same. You want to have the knee pad be a little bit bulky and look like a knee pad. So that's what they went with. I respect the design on that. It does hinder the articulation a little bit. So we are going to abandon that pose, and we are going to put his holding hands back on so we can get his weapons back in and take a closer look at what makes him Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle with the sordid past, as well as the sordid future. So he's got as we saw before, the knee pads, which are very reminiscent of what Leonardo would wear. Let's taking a look. He's got the wristbands that are blue, and as we're doing so, let's take a look at this articulation. Upper arm, shoulder articulation is great. He's got the vest on that has the Ninja Turtle. It's got a shell on the front. It does look like it comes off. What we learned with our Casey Jones, Cody Rhodes, don't take off his belt because it's hard to put back on. So I'm going to learn that lesson with this vest and not take it off. And then we've got the Seth Rollins glasses, which are very fashionable. They're blue. They tie in the back. They are working as the headband. The ab crunch is also relatively limited. It's there. We know the figure has it down there. And the splits are a little bit tight. I'm sure that is just, I need to work them in. I don't think that is the figure design. I think it's just coming out of the packaging. But yeah, the articulation on these is great. It's exactly what you would expect from the Elite Collection. The only difference is some of the accessories that he's wearing that make him a Ninja Turtle do get in the way of some of the articulation. But if you were to pop them off, they're a soft rubber. You'll have a nice Seth Rollins figure underneath. So there we have it. Ninja Turtles versus WWE crossover. I'm 2 figures in. I love the accessories. I love the figures. I love the design. Super creative. I'm 2 down. There is, I think, 4 more to go. Pick them up if you get a chance. Thanks for watching.
Hey you! Do you like Ninja Turtles and wrestling? If you do, you're in for a treat! Mattel brings you the crossover you've been waiting for! They've got Cody Rhodes as Casey Jones and Seth Rollins as Leonardo! They're radical! And they're gonna bring the fight from the sewer to the ring! Be on the lookout for Roman Reigns as a Shredder and the New Day as the Ninja Turtles along with Rey Mysterio. Oh, yeah! Cowabunga!